here. Queen Gifts, Munyoluwa. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, if you can hear me, say yeah, yeah. Okay, my beautiful people. How are you all doing? Welcome to our Thursday show. If you can hear me, let me say I can hear you. Can you guys hear me? If you're on YouTube and if you're on YouTube and Facebook, there's a link that is being sent in the comment section. Just click on the link to join me if you want to join me live. Can you guys hear me, please? Can we tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody we are online right now? We don't have much time. And I'm sure we don't want to keep ourselves here for too long. Moyi, how are you? I hope you guys are getting ready for Saturday, Sha. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody we are on live. Our link is being sent out on Instagram and no, you can call me directly on Instagram. Then for those who are on Facebook and YouTube, you can click on the link on the comment section and you will get through. I'm going to send in the link again. Can you guys hear me, please? YouTube, Facebook, can you hear me? There's a link sent out on YouTube and Facebook. Let's invite more people to the live show. Daniel Solomon, I can see you. Oh, Lighthouse. Oh, thank you so much. Lighthouse said it's crystal clear. Like, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. I really appreciate that. Nancy Crystal, thank you for joining our live show. Let's keep tagging people that we are on live now. Hello, hello, hello. Why are you laughing at me now, Nancy? What did I do? Am I looking ugly? You are laughing at me. God know your house address, oh, and your location. Let's keep tagging. It's 5 minutes. I think we should start up. We have just two people on Facebook and YouTube. I have one person from YouTube. I have Lighthouse from YouTube, and I also have this other person from Facebook. I'm sure if you had turned off your notification, you should have gotten notification that we have started. Hmm. Okay, okay. Please let's tell people we are on live now. If you knew anybody, just tag them to come online. Okay, 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 okay. People are not on live. Oh. Anybody that is not participating today, I don't know. Tag people, we are here. Tag, 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 tag. Yeah, somebody else just joined us live now on Facebook. So let's tag people now. People are not, I don't think people know we are here. Let's tag people. Let's tag people. We can't wait. We can't wait. We can't wait. We can't wait. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Okay, my beautiful people, without wasting much of our time, I want us to go quickly on business and let's get started. I hope you all can hear me. I hope you all can hear me, please. Yeah, I remember Lighthouse said he or she can clearly hear me. Let's tag people. Let's tag people. Please tag your friends that we are on live right now. Okay. Shall we? If you want me to start, let's just tell me. Let's go. Let's go. Once it's 7:15, we're gonna start up. So now I'm noting those who are on live on time. Um, we have Lighthouse that gave us a very vital contribution the last time we had our show when we talked about the right time to start training our kids or letting them have knowledge about sex education. Young, good evening. How are you doing? So, a lot of us had one or two contributions, and I remember I was saying that in as much as our kids can call us by name, calling us daddy or mommy, we should start telling them or pre-pointing their privates and letting them be able to pronounce it. So, yeah, helping them pronounce exactly what it is. So by the time they are communicating to us, it's going to be easy for us to understand what they are saying. So, almost there. Can you please tag your friends that we are on live? We are on live, we are on live, we are on live. So in the course of the week, there were some messages that came in, and yeah, there were some messages that came in, and Toluwalope, thank you for being on show. Toluwalope, you came in late today. What happened? Because I know you are always one of the first people that comes in the show. How are you doing? How are you doing? It's good to have you on the show. So during the course of the week, I got a message that somebody called me and told me they want me, not one, like they were like two or more, that they wanted me to share their life story to the public, and they will need advice from the public. So if you are on live with me right now, by the time I read out their story, I will, if you want me to invite you to the live show so that we can have a brief discussion on the topic, I will be glad to do that. Thank you. They say I'm looking too dull, so I needed to brace up a little. So you people should not think that I'm so ugly to that extent. So I had to. Thank you, Jare Tolu Alolope, for observing that I was looking more pretty than I usually was. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So on our page as well, we also posted some flyers, and we came up with another show that will be coming up on Saturdays by 5 p.m. to be precise. So, what's about the show? A brief one. What's about the show? The show, we want to actually elevate our culture. Like, we want to bring the beauty. A lot of us don't really value culture. Like somebody like me, I love culture. When I wanted to get married those years back then, I was looking so pretty on my cultural attire. So it's always is a very beautiful thing for us to elevate our culture, be proud of wherever you're coming from in Nigeria. We are of one Nigeria, but we need to, embrace our culture. So, about the show, right? We are going to be putting on our attires. We are going to come live and display whatever we are asked to on that Saturday. So, if you happen to be the best dressed and the best dancer for Saturday, you'll be having a cash prize or cash reward. Of course, I know many of you would have seen our flyers, but the rules is you have to put on your traditional wear, the way it used to be when you put it on when you are having your town meeting. So we want you to dress that same way to live show. So we'll give you some minutes to display about your culture, and we will definitely have people that will be from your from your dialect on the show that will tell us, yes, you got it right or you got it wrong. So till then, okay. So now I want to read out the messages I got in the course of the week. Excuse me. I'm coming home. I don't want to read from my end. I want to read from the message that was sent to me. Okay. Are we all here? Please, if you can hear me, let me hear you say I can hear you, please. We are not tagging people. We are not letting them know we are live. And to me, it looks as if nobody is hearing me. Please, I need your response. So it means nobody is hearing me. Are we here at all? Or our network is glitching today again? Please, if I'm audible enough, can you please say I can hear you? Can you just write it in the comment section and say I can hear you? Okay. Daniel said I can hear you. Yes. So if you can hear me, just say yes. With that alone, I will know that you can. So I want to give a shout out to those who participated in the in the business challenge is going to be closing today. Today is 21st of March. So we said we're going to close the chapter, we're going to close it up by 21st of March. So it's going to be closing by 11:59 p.m., right? Once it's 11:59 p.m., we are not going to acknowledge any video. So we'll just have to deal with those who have sent in their videos already, and the challenge begins. So we'll now, that leads them to the way to get their 100,000. Yeah. So thank you so much, Anu. You said you can hear me. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So now, like I said, someone sent a message to me and was pleading, excuse me, pleading me to read it out to the public, and also she or he will be glad to listen to the public advice. I'm also thinking of opening a lifeline that you can call me on WhatsApp to actually share your opinion in case you can't reach me through our social media, because I know it sometimes is always very difficult for you to get through the internet. Sometimes the network glitches, and probably before you know, you just be going off and on. But if you prefer you talking to us on WhatsApp, that's okay. I can put, if you want me to put on the phone number you need to call us on WhatsApp, you can just, send a message through your comment section and say, drop the phone number, we'll call on WhatsApp. So we did not do the video, we won't collect 100K, abi? No, now we have rules to it. Now I can't just come and give. There's a rule. If you don't follow the rule, there's no way I can no, there's a rule to the game. The rule to the game is for you to do a 1 minute video talking about 100,000 and how you can spend 100,000. Yes, that's the rule to the game. So the rule to the game is make a 1 minute video, tell us how 100,000 will be helpful to your business. Then the challenge begins. I can't just come and give. What about those people who did video? No, we have a rules to it. And once it's 11:59 today, we're going to close it. We are not going to accept any video from anyone. If you send video, you're just sending it for sending sake. So because there is time limit to this video. Yeah, so that is that. I hope I've answered your question. So it's a challenge. It's not something I want to call somebody out. No. There must be a video that you will be tagged. Then we'll move on to the next stage before we can announce the winner. We are going to definitely give the person 100,000, and it's going to be on the live show, because I will call the person on live. Then I'll call you on live and I'll send the money to you. You will make sure you affirm it. Then, you say one or two words, and there we go. So that's that. Yes. Please keep tagging people. Let them come in. Let them come in. Yes. I hope I've answered your question. Then on Saturday, if you are not dressed in your local attire, you will not be coming for the live show, because you have to dress in your local attire. We will now invite you on a live show. You do the tax, we get your votes, and you get the reward. We can get as many as possible. It can be 10, it can be 15. I'm going to wish us good luck, based on that. So like I said, a message was sent across to me during the week. And if you want me to, after reading the story, if you want to be on the live with me, just send me your request. But peradventure you can't get across to me and you want me to drop a WhatsApp number that you can reach me through, I can also do that. And I'm going to put you on a speaker so that everybody can listen to your contribution. So basically, someone sending me their life story and they needed advice on what to do. So I would like us to pay attention and listen when I'm reading out the message. Yes, you can hear me. Let me say you can hear me. Uh, Instagram people. Instagram people. Can you hear me? Facebook and YouTube can hear me, but Instagram, I need to confirm that you can hear me. Instagram, can you hear me, please? Instagram, I'm not getting response. That means Instagram, they can't hear me. Is that what they are saying? Yeah, Akin, thank you. I can hear you. Okay. Instagram, can you hear me? If you're on Instagram, I need you to say I can hear you so I can proceed, please. There is no response from Instagram page. What's going on? Is it that they can't hear me? Instagram, just say I can hear you. Let me know you can so that I can proceed. Because it seems to me is like you guys can't hear me on Instagram. So I need to be sure. Hmm. Okay. Thank you for confirming that. Okay. Fash said I can hear you. So please get ready for Saturday's attire. So now I got a message during the course of the week, and the person says, "Good morning, ma. Please keep me anonymous. Keep me anonymous. My wife and I started a journey. My wife and I started our journey rough. I meant we don't have anything. We have been married for 22 years now, but we don't have kids together. 2 years ago, she was opportune to get a US visa. Before she traveled abroad, we agreed she will visit for 3 months and return to Nigeria. A week after she left, she got a petty job and she was sending me some money. 2 months later, she pleaded I should let her stay extra 2 months, and I agreed. After 2 months, she stopped picking my calls. It's been 2 years now I spoke to her. I I only see her on Facebook and Instagram going to parties and taking beautiful pictures. If I send her a message on Facebook, she won't respond. It's been 2 years now and I still love her. What should I do? I need an advice. Did you guys heard me? Did you hear the message the person sent to me? So the person is seeking for an advice, right? They were married for 22 years. They don't have kids together, and the wife was opportune to travel to the United States. But before she left, I think they had an agreement that 3 months she will have to return back to Nigeria, right? On getting here, she was able to get a petty job like a week after she came in, and she was sending money to the guy, to her husband. Don't forget they've been married for 22 years. So now sending money to her, to him rather. Then she pleaded, please, can I stay extra 2 months? You know, and the husband said, okay, 2 months is not too bad, that she can stay extra 2 months. So, but once they kept communicating, approaching 2 months, she didn't pick his call anymore. Whenever he calls, he doesn't pick call, even till now. And it's been 2 years down the line. So, and the man is still saying, I love her so much. What should I do? What do you think this man should do? If you think you want to join me on the discussion on this topic, you can call in so we can have, let's think together. Let's see if we have vital advice for him to do. So what do you think you should advise if it happens to be your best friend? What do you advise? You can come on live show with me. The line is open. We have two life stories, right? And this is the first one. So this is the first one. We're still going to read out the second one. So we just have like minimum of maybe 15 minutes, then we'll call it a day. So if you have an advice for this topic, you can call in. I'll be glad to accept your call. Hello, are we there? You can call in if you want to. You can send in your request to, give your own advice. What is our advice to this man, please? What's our advice to him? What decision can he take? To me, I feel we are not online. Yeah, nobody's saying nothing. Everywhere is just being quiet. Yes, there is a link. I sent the link. The link has been in comment section. I'm sending it out again. Just click on the link, then you will join me live. I just sent in a link to the comment section for Facebook and YouTube. Just click on that link and you will join me live. For Instagram, you can send in your requests. I'm open to receive your request. Just click on that link. You will definitely be on live with me. Did you get the link I just sent into the comment section? Click on the link at the comment section if you're on Facebook. I sent in it. You said no link. There is a link. Oh, I already sent in a link. Did you get the link now? There's a link on the Facebook. In the comment section, you will see a link from the host. Just click on the link. Did you guys see it? Did you guys get my link? I don't know if you got my link or not. There's a link that I sent in. There's a link from the host. Just click on that link. So the story was a man who was married for 22 years, has no child with the wife, and the wife was opportune to get a US visa. And they both agreed that, look, if you travel to US in 3 months, return back to Nigeria, right? And on getting there, she was able to get a petty job, you know, and she called her husband and she was sending money to the husband. 2 months later, she told the husband to please give her extra 2 months to stay back to, be able to get some money. And the husband agreed. Before the end of 2 months, she stopped picking the husband's call, right? She stopped picking the call, and the husband was so worried. It's been 2 years. The man is saying, 2 years now, I can't reach my wife, but I used to see her on Facebook. I see her on Instagram, going to parties. Whenever I try to reach her through internet, through Facebook, she would not respond. And he said 2 years ago, 2 years has been the last time he communicated with her. And what he's saying now is he's still so very much in love with her. What should he do? Should he continue waiting, thinking the woman is going to come back? Or what is your advice? If you have your own advice, if you have the advice you want to give to him, you can call me live so we can, look through it together. And the man is actually online with her, so he's listening. So, Belly Butty, thank you for being on show. Okay, Belly Butty is requesting. Okay. Do you guys want me to read the story again? Hello. Hello, Mr. Bella. Okay, hello. I can hear you. I can see people waving their hands. I think maybe there's, I don't know what happened. So, yeah. So, welcome to the show, Big Graham. Fowoshere, thank you for coming on live with us. So, I want to quickly read the story again because most of us weren't here when I read the story. Like I said, during the course of the week, someone reached out to me and said that they want me to read out their story and they need advice from the public, right? So, are you guys listening to me? If you can hear me, let me say I can hear you. For the YouTubers and the Facebook, I have a link in the comment section. Just go to the comment section and click that link. You will join me live. If you can hear me on Instagram, let me say I can hear you. I can see your wave, but I need you to write it on your comment section and say I can hear you. Hi. Okay. So you say you can hear me. Good. I read this life story earlier and I'm going to read it again. A anonymous person sent a message and we are going to keep him anonymous. My wife and I started our journey rough. I mean, we don't have anything. We have been married for 22 years now, but we don't have kids together. 2 years ago, she was opportune to get US visa. Before she traveled abroad, we agreed she was going to visit for 3 months and come back to Nigeria. A week later, she got a petty job and she was sending me money. Yeah, I want to read that again. A week later, she got a petty job and she was sending me money. She called and she requested that she wanted to stay 2 months extra. So I agreed. After 2 months, she stopped picking my calls. I can't speak to her. I only see her on Facebook and Instagram, going to parties and taking beautiful pictures. If I send her message on Instagram or Facebook, she would not respond. It's been 2 years now and I still love her. What should I do? If you want to, if you have any contribution, you can call on live. Thank you so much. Hi, Aki.
Hello, good day, ma.
Good day. How are you doing? Was
I'm
it
good,
difficult
ma.
finding the link in the comment section?
Yeah, until when you send it, and I got it.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
So, did you hear the life story I shared?
yeah. It's very interesting, very sad, sure. I felt for the man. So
Uh, you felt for him.
yeah. Although he might also do the same thing if it's the one that supports him. Nobody's above that, sure. So that's it. But my own
So,
advice
what do
would be
you
that,
advise him to do?
my own advice is that he said they've been married for 22 years, no kid
They've
yet,
been married for 22 years, not 20. They've
and no
been married
kid.
for 22 years, but unfortunately, they don't have kids together. Yeah.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, for the man to be waiting that say he still loves the woman, I feel he should carry on. It's like he should move on, because before it gets too late,
After 22 years.
ah, if he keep waiting, it might not bear fruit again, no, because yeah, exactly, and time does not wait for anyone.
Okay.
It's just bad for the. I don't know. I don't know what the woman. Probably she felt that. For them to be married for 22 years and no kids, so maybe the man felt maybe something from his own side. Probably she should make another, how will I put it, life over there if she'll be able to be a kid. I don't know, but I just felt that the man should move on. He should put love aside. If he still love her and the woman does not love him anymore, that's one-sided love. So she don't put that in mind anymore. Even though the woman comes back to this thing, I'm not sure if they'll be like the trust will still be there anymore. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But they probably the woman will just want to come and be empathizing with him, like that she have done bad for some years, so that's it. So my advice, you
Okay.
should move on. Yeah, you should move on
Okay.
and
Thank you
get
so much
kids.
for your contribution. I hope you are getting ready
Yeah.
for Saturday.
I saw dancing. I saw dancing. Hope I'm not
We want
dancing.
to know who I know. I want to actually know those who actually, you know, have their culture living with them. So we will see
Oh, okay. No,
if
wahala.
you are a cultural man or you have put the culture aside.
Okay. Then we are
Thank you
ready
so
for
much
that.
for coming on the show.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Akin's advice to our anonymous is that he should move on. That is his stake. He said he should move on and start a new life. Other if you have any other advice, you can, you know, call in, and if you want to send in a message, you can also send in a message. I'll read it out too. Okay, somebody Lighthouse said that it's possible that she's pregnant or married to another handsome and financially stable man. But before he makes any rash decision, he should first reach out. He should first call all speak to. I'm sure he wants to say call and speak to a family member. The man has done that already. He has reached out to the family and they are not giving him a good response. The response was not productive. So isn't that it wasn't like he hasn't reached out to the family, because I got across to the man and we had to speak to some, to a length, and he said, I've reached out to the family, they are not giving me any concrete response. His elder sister is in the US as well. Whenever he calls her to, he's not picking. So I was so curious, like, is there anything you have done for this lady when she was back home? She's feeling she wants to hit you back on a, hit you back. And he said no, but you never can tell, because if you want to say a story, definitely you're going to say a story that will suit yourself, but we never actually know because we couldn't reach out to the lady. So he's seeking for an advice, staying in the marriage for 22 years, and the woman has traveled for 2 years. That's 24 years in total. And yet he has no kid. He's still waiting. So what's your advice to him? Please call me, join me on my live show. I have another story. And if you have a story you want me to share to the public as well, feel free to send me a DM, message me. I'm going to, get your message and I'll definitely read out your, story and hear what our audience have to say or advise you on. The man is on live show with me, so he's hearing the advices we are giving to him. So please feel free to call me or join me on live show. Send in your request. If you're on Facebook, there is a link that is sent in the comment section. Click on the link and you'll be on live with me. Instagram, can you please send me a request? I have a lot of people on Instagram, but they are not sending me a request. I have just 5 minutes to go to the next story. I wanted us to, you know, talk about it, share ideas, and look for a best way for him to move on with it, have a conclusive um, decision. And, the decision is left to him anyways. He might decide to still wait if he claims he loves her. So it all depends. We are just advising, right? You're just giving a little or token advice. So you can call me, call me, call me, call me, call me. Can you please click on the link? Oh, I think I did not. The link wasn't showing initially on on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, please, you can call in. It's fine. Yes. Can you please call in? I want to move on to the next story. Can you please send a request if you're on YouTube? Yeah. Send in your request, please. Okay, Lighthouse says marriage is a mutual agreement between two persons. He must get her consent that the marriage is over before he moves on. In the interim, he should pray and exhaust all options to reach her. Okay. Lighthouse sent in a message. Okay, Lighthouse said marriage is a mutual agreement between two persons. Yes, he must get a consent that the marriage is over before he moves on. Before he moves on. In the interim, he should pray and exhaust all options to reach her. Okay, thank you for that contribution. Okay, I'm sure he's listening. He's on live right now. He's listening. So just keep it coming. If you cannot call in, you can send in a message. I'm definitely going to read it out. Is that all our advice for him? Should we go to the next person? There is a link. There is a link that is sent in the comment section. Just go to the link, click on the link, and you're going to join me live, please. Instagram, are you sending me a message at all? Are you sending me a request? Because I don't know if you guys are sending me a request or not. If you are sending me a request and it's not going through, let me know. Just tell me that you're sending me a request so I can find you and call you. Okay, should we go to our next story? Okay. So our next story. This one, I don't know what to say. So are you guys hearing me? Can you guys hear me, please? Just say yes. That's all I need. Then I know you are hearing me. You can hear me. I wouldn't know if it's from my end or from yours because I am not honestly, I am not getting any response. Anoluwapo just said yes. Oh, I'm blushing. Thank you, Blibli. Thank you so much for your word of kindness. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. Okay, so let's go to the next um story we have here. So, I don't want to say some words, but of course you will understand what I'm saying when I'm reading this one. So, let me read out the story and give our contribution and see what advice we'll give to her. She's also online right now listening to the live show. Yeah, I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong actually for the YouTubers, for the Instagram page. I knew something was wrong. For the Instagram, I knew something was wrong. Okay, so the Instagram, I don't know what happened. It got disconnected. I just had to go back live. Yeah. If you're on Instagram, let me see you wave your hand. Yep. 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 Okay. 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 Let's keep coming in. Let's wait a little for the Instagram people. Okay. So we are sharing a life story that the person in question needs an advice on what to do. What to do. What next step should he or she take? I actually sent a link on Instagram, YouTube and Facebook. There is a link below in the comment section. You can just click on the link if you're on YouTube and okay, if you're on YouTube and if you're on YouTube and Facebook. Somebody's calling in. Hello. 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 The network is really bad. It's really, really bad. Can you please X if your network is bad, please? What's your contribution? What's your contribution? I hope you people heard my story, the story I read earlier. I accepted some requests and I guess it's from your hand. Oh, I tried to accept your request. Yeah, I accepted your request. Okay, I'm inviting some people. Okay, let's go to the second story. Are we all here? So, good afternoon, ma'am. Please keep me anonymous. I have 2 kids before I got married to my husband. We love each other so much. We were living in his family house where my mother-in-law and his elder brother lived together with us in the same apartment. We are married for 16 years now, but we don't have kids together. Which one is don't have kids every time, every time? Okay, you don't have kids together. 2 months after he got promoted in his office, he started bringing in women to our matrimonial room. My husband will lock me out and he will be having sex with the lady on our matrimonial bed, and they will be shouting for me to know what they are doing. When I go to my mother-in-law to tell her what my husband was doing, her response was, when you did not give him a child, you have your own children before you got married to my son, or do you want my son to die childless? Or do you want my son to die childless? After a year, my husband told me that the lady was pregnant, so I moved out when I couldn't bear it anymore. The other lady moved in, gave birth 4 years after they started living together. 4 years after they started living together, my husband fell sick and his legs started eating up. The new wife packed her belongings and moved out. My husband is begging me to come back after 12 years I left him. Should I go back? I need advice. What is your advice? So what do you advise her to do? I'm not talking about winners for challenge now. There is a rule to the challenge that we sent out, please. There is a rule to the challenge we sent out. So we are having a live discussion, a live story discussion that needs, urgent advice. The challenges has their rules. It's going to be ending today by 11:59. So just follow the rule. If you don't send in your video by 11:59 today, that's it. Then we'll move on to the next stage. Thank you for asking. So what do you advise the lady to do? A lady sent a message that she has 2 kids before she got married, and unfortunately they've been married for 16 years, but she didn't have child for this guy. But it happened that where they're living, the mother-in-law and the husband elder brother too was living with them, and because the husband was feeling that the wife could not bear a child, he started bringing in a lady to their matrimonial home. And as a matter of fact, the husband will send her out and start having, you know what I mean, his own private on their matrimonial bed. 1 year after they started dating, the lady got pregnant, and the husband told her straight up that the lady is pregnant for him. So the lady could the previous wife could not bear it again. She packed her stuffs and she left the house. Before she left, she went to meet the mother-in-law to report the situation to her. And the mother-in-law said, "You didn't give my child. You didn't give him a child, or do you want him to die childless? After all, you had 2 kids before you got married to my child." And because of the frustration, she had to leave the marriage. And 4 years, the other lady came in, gave birth to the child. 4 years after, the man started falling sick, started having some deep wound on his leg, and the new wife could not bear it. The new wife just packed her stuffs, packed all the property, and left the house. So now the husband is begging the previous wife to please come back after the wife have left the house for 12 years. He's now begging the wife to please come back to the house, that he's sorry and all of that. Now she's saying, should she go back to him? She needs an advice. So what do you guys think? What do you think you want to advise her? You can call in and give your advice, it's fine. Please send in your request so that I can accept your request, because I'm not seeing any request being sent to me. If you're on YouTube and Facebook, there's a link sent in the comment section. Just click on the link. Hello. Hello. Can
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. So, based on the story you just narrated, I believe that the lady herself has to make the decision. She has the whole bulk of decision to make for herself. And what are the conditions she must she must look out for? At least she has to question herself and ask herself that, does she still, have feelings for this her husband? Because initially she was not being chased out by her husband, but she actually went away with her own. She actually left the how do I put it now? She actually left. She felt that okay, she can't take it anymore. So if she still has feelings for the husband and probably still wants a male a father figure, don't let me say a father figure, a male leadership, yeah. So she can still, forgive him, then get back to him.
Okay. So you advise that what you're saying is a decision is personal, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. A decision is personal, that if she feels she wants to go, she's comfortable to go back, she should go back. Okay. That's a good one. Thank you for advice. I'm sure she's listening to you. She's on live too. So I'm sure she's listening to you. So keep your call coming so we can discuss more on this topic. So keep your call coming, please. Thank you so much for your advice. Send in your request so that I can call you in. Thank you so much. You can X the button. Okay, somebody said here she should not go back. Pastor Bimbo Ayeoya Ayeoye said she should not go back. Okay. Pastor Bimbo said she should not go back. So don't forget that the man was bringing in the lady to their matrimonial room, not even on their matrimonial bed. They usually have good times on the matrimonial. He will lock out he will lock the first wife out. The legal wife is going to lock the legal wife out and bring in his girlfriend on their matrimonial bed, and they will be having good times, and they will be screaming for her to know what they are doing. She was frustrated and she had to pack her things, and she left the house because she couldn't bear it. She went to the mother-in-law, and the mother-in-law said to her that, after all, you had two kids before you got married to my son. So you are not giving him a child. So why don't you want him to try out somewhere else? And the wife was like, okay, I'm not saying your son should not try, but 1 year down the line, the husband came back to her and told her that the lady was pregnant for him. And the legal wife was forced to move out. The new wife or the girlfriend came in with the pregnancy, had the baby, and 4 years later, the man started falling sick. As a matter of fact, his leg started eating up. For some reason, she doesn't know what happened. And after 4 years, the girlfriend packed her stuffs, took up the property, and left the house, and left him alone, went with her kids as a child, and left the house. Now the husband is now begging the wife to please come back, to the house. But the the legal wife have parted with him for over 12 years, but the husband is still begging her that she should please come back. So what's your advice to her? She's online, so she can hear us. So please. So please, what's your advice to her? She's online, she can listen to you. Somebody wrote a message. If you cannot reach out to me, you can equally send a message. I'm going to read it out to her. She's online right now. So if you cannot call in, you can send in a message. I'll read out your message. Somebody says she should not go back. And the other caller said she has a decision to make. She can decide to go back. It's personal to her. If she feels she still loves him, she can go back. So what do you think? What do you think? What do you expect? What do you think she should do? If you want to call me on Instagram, there is a link at the comment section. Just click on the link. You will get through to me. If you cannot get through, just send me a message. Just send me a message. Just send me a message. I'll read your messages out. But I don't know if it is network that is doing this. So I need you guys to send me a request. We should be done in the next 15 minutes. No, 17 minutes. Instagram, can you send in a request? Oh, the network is really bad. It's so unfortunate. But you heard the story I read, right? If you cannot call in, you can equally send in a message. You can send me a message. I'll read your message. I'll read your advice out. And if you have a story you want me to share to the public, you want me to keep you anonymous, I'm going to do that. I'm going to share your story out there and see what people have to say. This network issue, we don't understand, though. We don't understand these network issues. I think after 12 years, She should have moved on. I will advise her not to go back. The man is ungrateful. Thank you, Mrs. Joy. She said her advice is, I think after 12 years, she should have moved on. I will advise her not to go back. The man is ungrateful. Okay, she can hear you. She can hear you. I've read out your message to her. If you can join me live, please do. There is a link at the comment section that you can just click on. So click on the comment section to join me live. So I'm calling Israel. I don't know if he can have access to the call. So we have 14 more minutes to go. Hello, 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 hello. So what do you advise? What do you advise? What's your advice to her? Okay, somebody is asking what is the story. Okay, I said an anonymous person sent a message, and let me read it from a story. Let me read it again. She said, "Good afternoon, ma. Please keep me anonymous. I have 2 kids before I got married to my husband. We love each other so much. We were living in in his family house, where my mother-in-law and his elder brother lived together with us in the same apartment. We are married for 16 years now, but we did not have kids together. 2 years after he got promotion in his office, he started bringing his girlfriend to our matrimonial room. My husband will lock me out and be having an affair with the other lady on our matrimonial bed, and they will be screaming aloud for me to know. When I cried to my mother, to his mom, to tell her what my husband was doing, her response was, when you did not give him a child, you have your own children before you got married to my son, or do you want him to die childless? After a year, my husband told me the girlfriend was pregnant. So I moved out when I could not bear it anymore. The other lady moved in, gave birth. 4 years they lived together. My husband felt sick and his leg started eating up. The new wife packed her belongings and moved out. My husband is begging me to come back after 12 years I left him. Should I go back? I need an advice. Did you hear the story, please? So what's your advice to her? You can call in if you want to. You can just click on the link below and call in if you want to. Okay, so what's your advice to her? What's your advice? Should we close the live section because I'm not getting response from anybody? What's your advice to her? She's on the live show with me.
Hey, I'd like to.
Okay, good evening.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine. My name is Florence David.
Welcome to our live show.
Thank you.
Did you?
You're looking beautiful and you're doing a very good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So my take on what on our question is that
Advice.
on the advice, I would advise he does not go back because even value her. For him to have bring another lady in while they were still together shows he does not value her, he does not respect her. And wherever you are not respected, my dear, you need to take a move. So, what will I say again? Yeah, they didn't value her because of the child. A child should not determine your relationship. It shouldn't be the basic thing why you are getting married. You both can seek for solution together, pray till something happen. That does not mean you should throw away the love you have for the person because she couldn't give you a child, and you well know that she has a child. So there's 100% guarantee that she might still give birth, just a little delay. So for him to have been bringing ladies, that means it does not value.
Okay. Thank you so much for your contribution. Somebody said the man did not look out for his legal wife for 12 years until the girlfriend abandoned him in his sickness. I think the man is cold-hearted and selfish, but the lady can let go if he truly repents. The lady can let go if he truly repents. So that's the contribution from Tommy West. So keep your contribution coming, please. Hi, Solomon.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you doing? How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. Fine, ma'am.
Yeah, it's good to have you on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you, ma'am.
So what's your advice?
To my own contribution and to my own understanding is that what can make the man do that thing at the first place is that he didn't like the woman at first. And then I would advise the woman not to go back, because if the man is okay at the end of the day, the man will still try the same thing he did to the woman again. So what I would advise the woman to do is that she should not go back, because the man doesn't love the woman. Because any man that can do that to a lady, so he doesn't love, so the woman should not go back. That's my advice.
Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. Please keep your contribution coming. Send me a request. Biko, bring your request in. Solomon said that he will advise the woman not to go back because the man is not showing true love. And if there is any possibility for him to get back to his faith, it's possible he would do it again. So somebody said she should not go back because the man did not value and respect her. Okay, let's hear from Israel. Someone said the true test of marriage is when there is crisis and challenges. Okay. Oh. I'm accepting some requests and I don't know. Can you get my request, Israel? Hello? Hello? If you're on Facebook and YouTube, you can click on the link below and join me live on Facebook and YouTube. Keep your requests coming, please. I'm accepting you. This Instagram, I don't understand. Israeli, I'm accepting you. I don't know. Let me see. So I sent you a request, Israel. I don't know if you got my request. I know you are trying to call him, but I don't know if you got my request. Okay. Most people said she should not go back. Yeah, the network is bad. I understand. And this is the best time we can do our show because if it was in the noon like this, it will not be nice though. So what's your advice? Okay. Okay, somebody says marriage crisis should not be at the detriment of one of the partner's mental health. Okay. If you cannot call him, just send in your messages. I will read them out. If you cannot call him, just send in your messages. Marriage crisis should not be at the detriment of one of the partner's mental health. Thank you so much for that contribution. So, what do you think, guys? So, most people said she should not go back. For the first story we had, they said that it's so obvious the man family did not accept her from the onset. They are only looking for a caregiver. Somebody said they are just looking for a caregiver for him. They don't love her from the onset. So guys, thanks for being on the show with me. It's been a lovely evening with you guys. I really appreciate it. I don't know, I'm trying to take Israel, but he's not. Israel, I'm trying to accept your call, but it's not going through, and I'm sending you a request. I was thinking I will be able to talk, pick your call before I end this show. But for some reasons, I cannot accept your request. I was actually thinking that I saw your request, but I don't know. Not accepting. Anyway, send me a message. So the person in question is actually on show too. I'm sure she's listening and she's reading comments based on her story, and she's listening to her advice on what she should do, decision she could make. Though the decision is actually, from her. The decision is from her to make. She has the final decision, but she's just calling out to hear our own opinion about it. So thank you so much, guys, for being on live with me. I will see you on Saturday. Guys, don't forget to get your traditional or cultural attire to the live show. Please, let's have fun together. Let's laugh. The country is stressful, is really stressful enough for us. So we need something to keep us busy, to make us feel good. We can't kill ourselves now. Or what do you think? We can't kill ourselves. We can't kill ourselves. Oh. We cannot kill ourselves. So let's try and be on time on Saturday. Let's come and showcase our culture live. Let's make ourselves happy. If you are Yoruba, tie that your gili. If you are from Edo State, put on your attire. If you are Oyinbo, you know what I mean? Ndigbo, Igbo kwenu. If you are Igbo in this house, Igbo kwenu. Me, I'm from all state too. I'm from all state. I'm from Yoruba. I'm from Igbo. I'm from Hausa. I'm from Delta. I'm from Edo. Mention the states. I'm from all states, so I don't have a specific state. Yes, I'm from all state too. Or don't I look like all the tribes? Eh? Don't I look like all the tribes? So I don't look like Igbo and Hausa, tell me. Somebody said United States of Akwa Ibom. Is there any tribe that is from United States of Akwa Ibom? Who is this Wisdonial culture? Hey, Nanukwa. United States of no, United States is not. You can't find United States in Nigeria now. Hello,
Hello?
hello. How you doing? United States of Akwa Ibom.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening. How are you? I can't even see your face actually. This Wiz, I need to pick you because I don't know what you mean by that statement. You need to come and clear the air. Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening. Is this
Good
Wiz?
evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So which one is United States of Akwa Ibom? Please, I need to know. Is there any states like that in Nigeria?
Yes,
There is a state, United States of Akwa Ibom.
yes.
I need to
United,
I
so-
need to relocate to that place.
So we are united, so that's why we are United States of America.
Oh yeah, I got you. I was just kidding. Anyways,
All right.
did you listen to the story?
Yeah, I listened to it. Just I couldn't share my ideas because of I was on the road, so that's why.
Oh, okay. Because I knew I was accepting requests and
Okay. My opinion to the matter is this: marriage is for better for worse to start with, and the thing is, if the lady in question is not being brutalized or she's not being maltreated in physical aspect of it, I don't think she needs to stay away from her husband. She's supposed to be a pillar in terms of when he's weak. So she's supposed to be like his foundation, someone holding him and bringing him together. So if she's not being brutalized or being beaten, having physical contact of conflict, she's supposed to stay with her husband, despite what the family thinks. Because marriage is not about the family, it's not about you and your partner. So if we can understand that, because in the Bible it's also biblical. So if we have issues and we cannot stay together with one another, understand one another when we are having issues mentally, physically, in terms of health and the rest, I don't think that is marriage. Best thing is to keep trying hard to work things out together. So that's my own opinion to the matter.
did you hear the full story of? Did you hear the full story?
Well, not entirely. I got in when you started talking about it.
Okay,
already.
let me narrate the story fully to you.
Okay.
Or do you want me to read a story from what she sent so that you can understand?
You can.
Okay, so let me
narrate it.
do
You can
just that.
narrate it.
Okay, so she said that she got married with 2 kids, right?
Okay.
She got married with 2 kids to her before she got married. She had 2 kids before she got married to her husband. So where they live, it happens that the mother-in-law was staying with them and the husband's elder brother too was staying with them, right? So they have been married for 16 years, but they don't have kids together. So the husband got promoted in the office and now started bringing in another woman to their matrimonial room. To be precise, on their matrimonial bed. So when the man brings in the lady, he will send the legal wife out and lock her out and have the girlfriend on their matrimonial bed, and they will start, having nice time. In fact, the girlfriend will be shouting so that the wife will understand
We know
what they are doing.
it's happening.
So 1 year after, the wife, now she was tired. No, before she moved out, she went to the mother-in-law to report the situation. And the mother-in-law said, "Did you give my son a child? You have your own before you got married to my son. So do you want my son to die childless?" And she was left with nothing. She was tired and she had to. So after 1 year, the husband came to her and told her that the girlfriend was pregnant for him. Do you understand? That the girlfriend was pregnant for him. So the lady was forced to move out from the house, right? So after she moved out, the new wife came in with the pregnancy, gave birth to the child, and 4 years later, the man started falling sick. Hi. So the man started falling sick. Good evening. So the man started falling sick, and as a matter of fact, his leg started eating up. So the new wife moved out after 4 years. He moved out totally, took her things and belongings and left. So the husband is now begging the legal wife to come back after she has left for 12 years, to please come back, that she should please forgive him. So what's your own advice to her? She's looking for advice. Should she go back to the husband, or what is your advice?
So I understand the story fully, completely.
Okay.
To start with, she's a legal wife. You made use of the language legal wife.
Okay.
So now, since she's a legal wife, and the family made their points clear, the reason is because they don't like her because she had her own kids, and not having kids for their own son, it's intimidating to them. So
Okay.
that's marriage is not all about the family, like what I said before. It's all about she and her partner. So
Okay.
if she's a legal wife, those are challenges. A lot of people face what challenges, but the main point is this: for marriage, it is for better, for worse. So
Okay.
there are many diverse ways to worse. I know she has faced hell, and nobody will wish that for anybody. But now the man realizes is wrong. For instance, we are Christians, and as Christians, we are following Christ. Christ gave us an example of a prodigal son. Prodigal son doesn't have to do just with maybe children leaving their parents. So it has to do with two people in a relationship, one leaving the other. So that's the prodigal aspect of it. So the man is the prodigal son in this picture. So he left, and now he realizes is wrong, coming back to that person, which he knows is the legit and legal process for him. So he might be of help, like he might be needing help right now. So that's why he's coming that way. But at least the difference is that he understands that this person I threw out is actually the person that understands me and took me for who I am, despite the fact I didn't realize that. So that's why she's supposed to be the pillar. And I want to get this right also. Was she pushed out directly, or she decided to leave after the girlfriend was pregnant?
No, she's decided to move out.
So nobody pushed her out. She left on her own.
She was terrorized because the girlfriend was coming into the matrimonial home with the pregnancy. So she was terrorized and she had to.
I understand that. Though I'm still very much single, but from what I've understood, tends to do life, and a lot of marriages I've learned from, I've been observing, and I believe her too. So she left her battle. That was her issue.
Okay.
An opportunity to make it right. So that's why I'm saying it's for better for us. She should stand by the person she legally set on the right foundation, but you can make it the right foundation with God. So overall thing is let her involve God in her marriage, and I believe everything will set back to normal. So she should go back to her husband and try to make things right. and do things better this time around.
Okay.
That's why.
Thank you
That's
so
what I
much
believe.
for your advice. I'm sure she's listening to you because she's on live as well. So she's listening to you. Yeah, good evening. How you doing? Thank you so much. So much, so much. Good evening. How you doing? Hey, network. Oh. Can you hear me,
I'm
please?
fine, ma. How are you?
Yeah,
Yes, I
I'm
can hear
good.
you.
I'm good.
Yes, ma. I'm sorry, ma. I didn't get the question.
So I said a lady got married. A lady was having 2 kids before she got married. So
Okay.
16 years after they got married, they didn't have any child together. But they happened to be living in the same house with the mother-in-law and the brother-in-law, elder brother-in-law. So when the husband got promoted in the office, he started bringing in another woman, a girlfriend to their matrimonial room. And bringing the girlfriend to their matrimonial room, he's going to send the wife out and have the girlfriend in their matrimonial bed, and they will be making noise. They will be having nice time, and they will make noise for her to hear what they are doing. So the wife went back to the mother-in-law to report the situation. And are you listening? I think you are offline. Went back to the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law said, you didn't give my son a child, so do you expect him to die childless? So somebody wrote a message here. It said, in the Bible, God asks prophet Uzziah to marry an harlot just to show that he's a loving and forgiving God. We should not hesitate to show love. True love never dies. That was deep. True love never dies. Okay. She's online listening to our contribution. So, you know. Yep, 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 yep. I think this is Favor. She's trying so hard to join us live. Like, you people want me to go to Ini. Hi, Favor.
Yes, ma. Good evening, ma. Sorry, ma. My network is just cutting me off.
I know, right? And I know you wanted to contribute so bad.
Yes, ma.
I asked you to send me a DM, but I didn't get a message from you.
Yes, ma. Yeah, sorry. The question again, sorry.
So I said a woman got married to a man. Before she got married, she had 2 kids, and they got married 16 years after. There was no child between both of them. And they were living in the same house with the mother-in-law and the husband's elder brother. So because there was no child, the husband got promoted in the office, started bringing a girlfriend to their matrimonial home. And he will send the wife out, lock her out, and bring in the girlfriend on their matrimonial bed, and they will be having nice time. The wife will be hearing outside where she's been locked out. So she went to the mother-in-law to report the situation. The mother-in-law said, you didn't have a baby for my child. Do you want my child to die childless? After all, you had 2 kids before you got married to him. So after a year, I think the husband went to meet her and told her that the girlfriend was pregnant. So the stress was just too much. She had to leave the marriage. The girlfriend came in 4 years after. The man started falling sick. His legs started eating up. And the girlfriend had to pack her things and leave the house with her baby. So 12 years after the legal wife already left the marriage, the husband is now pleading for her to come back. She's now asking, should I go back? I need an advice.
My own advice for her, she should not go back. She should not go back. Even if she's married to him, she should not go back. Why? Because assuming the man was not sick, he wouldn't have remembered that he had a wife that he was married to that he had to go back to.
Okay.
Okay, it's because of his condition, and the second wife left him. That was why he decided to go back to his first wife. It was as if he had no option. He had to just go back to his first wife. Left for the woman. She has nothing to worry herself about because she has 2 children already.
Okay.
Whether she gave birth for him or not, it's none of her business. Okay, she's now fit to suffer with the man now that the man is passing through pains. Okay, when he was enjoying that time, when he was treating the woman wrongly, he didn't remember that a day will come when 1 or 2 things will happen to me and this woman will still stay by me. He didn't remember that. Now that the second wife left him, that is when he now knows that he has a wife that he will run back to. She should not go back because he will still do the same thing. If it's fine and it's okay now, he will still do the same thing.
Okay. Thank you so much for your contribution, because I know she's here, she's listening to your contribution. She's here, she's listening to you. She's online because she sent me a message. So she's online, she's listening. So she should not go back, right? That's your own
She
conclusion.
should not go back because, man, she should not think of it because he was at his right senses when he was doing it with the second wife, when he was following the second woman. He was at his right senses. His mother was encouraging him to do so just because she don't have any child for him. And I still think I think story that I've heard from my places, story like that, I'll say it's the woman. I feel maybe the child is not for the man. The second wife has been sleeping with other men.
Okay.
Then she got pregnant and pinned the pregnancy on the man. So that is why his condition went that worst.
Okay.
In Benin, that is what happened.
Okay.
The woman was not faithful to him. Then she got pregnant for him and pinned the pregnancy on him. And now the man is sick. She ran away and left him. And he's not expecting the first wife to come back and take care of him. Why? Who does that? Nobody.
So you are saying that the second wife might probably get the pregnancy from another man to pin it on him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And now, unknowing to the man, thinking that he's his own child, he's suffering the sin of another of the woman.
Okay.
I feel the child is not for him. It's for another person. Because how will you be with? You said you've been with your first wife for how many years?
16 years of marriage.
To conceive. 16 years of marriage. The woman did not take him, not even one day. Maybe you just say, okay, let's just say she had miscarriage or something. No, not one day. And you think the man does not have a problem? The man actually have a problem. Maybe he's not man enough to impregnate her, something like that.
Okay.
16 years of marriage is too long. Maybe the man is having issues. I won't say it's the woman because she already had 2 kids already. It's the man that is having issues.
Okay.
So he got a girlfriend, and the girlfriend now said that all of a sudden she's pregnant for him. I don't think he's the man that wants. So the man now is suffering for what the girlfriend did.
Are you from Benin?
I'm from Appleseed, not from Edo State, no, but not Benin.
Okay. Because I heard you mention Benin. That's why I was asking.
I have Benin friends. Yes, I have Benin friends.
Okay.
Next one. So the woman should not go back.
Okay.
I don't want her to go back and run so far with the man, because that man is I would say ungrateful. He's ungrateful. Now that he's having issues, he's not having health issues. That he now remember his first wife, that she should come back and suffer with him. I will advise the woman not to go back, because if it is me, God forbid, if it is me, I won't go back.
Okay.
I won't.
And the man is pleading, he's begging.
She should forgive him. It's fine. She should forgive him. But going back to that marriage is a no for me.
Okay. Thank you so much for your.
Thank you, ma.
So, are you ready for Saturday?
I don't have my cultural attire, so.
That one is a constant thing we have to be doing on Saturdays. Come and come and.
Is it that they'll be dancing or something or what?
We will see a lot of cultural dance live now. We want to see how you people are dancing in your culture. And we have so many cultural attached that we want to be doing subsequently. So we really want to base on culture because we believe that a lot of people don't remember their culture anymore. So we need to bring it back to life. We need to encourage it because culture will remain culture.
Okay, ma.
All right.
Problem, ma.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
ma.
being on show. I really appreciate. Please send me a message, favor.
I tried sending you a message. They even restricted my account.
Why?
I tried less than they restricted. I think it's the process of sending you message that they restricted my account. I've not been able to even comment the question you asked if this is this favor.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma. I've not been able to reply that comment for since how many days? I've not been able to reply. They restricted my account.
Okay, you know what? You have our WhatsApp number, right? But did you get my message I sent to you? Did you get the message? You finally got my message, right? Or you didn't get it till now?
WhatsApp.
No.
On WhatsApp.
The reason for your message. Did you get it? Did you get the payment eventually?
No, I did not.
Okay, please send the details again to our WhatsApp. They will forward it to me and I will get it done. I'll try it
To
again.
the WhatsApp?
Yes, to the WhatsApp group chat.
Okay,
sorry about that. So I didn't know what happened. Maybe there was a reversal or something. I don't know.
No problem.
Okay. I'm sure you know we won't do that. So it could be network or something.
I guess network. Yes, ma.
All right. Thank you so much for being on show.
Thank you, ma.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, ma. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Thank you all for your contribution. I really appreciate it. I think we're going to cut it. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. Marriage is for better and worse. Not social media. So if the man is truly sorry of his actions and has truly repented, she should go back and be with the man. That's another advice from someone. So he said if the man has repented, that the woman should please go back to the man and forgive the man. So we have just 3 minutes more to go. Thank you all for staying tuned. So God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'll see you on Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good night rest.